It's just it's a Flake Quartz hybrid. And it's something that I thought of playing around in our shop when we first got this media in because, okay, and this is just personal, I don't like partial flake floors. And what I mean by partial flake, it's the stuff, you've got a shiny gray coating and you've got, it looks like confetti fell on the floor, and it just looks, to me it looks just very incomplete, ugly, industrial, that they tried to make it pretty and failed.
DIY.
Okay, very DIY. And I'm not offending anyone who does. Some people make a living off doing partial flake floors. That's great. And they can look nice, but most of the time they don't because it's your big box store kit. Okay? But I don't always like a full flake floor because they're much better, but they're very busy. Okay? So that brings us to quartz. Quartz is a decorative sand, really fine, comes in a lot of different colors, is a very durable floor. Okay, so it's tougher than flake floors. They're not used as much. I mean, for forklift traffic, things like that, they're brutally strong. But what I don't like about just a normal quartz floor is they're a little too plain. They almost look like a super fine low pile rug to me because there's very little color variance. So when I was messing around with the shop, I'm like, what about a combination of the two? Because what I don't like about the partial flake is the stark, shiny, glossy background that's showing all the imperfections of the concrete because they never got it smooth. So it just looks tacky. So by laying quartz down as that background, it gives you a nice, classy background. Then the partial flake is accents in it, and it looks very appropriate. Okay? So I did a couple samples in the shop, brought it over to Josh. We played around with it a couple times. He's made it more famous, and he's done a great job with it. It's not very common. In fact, we don't see it anywhere, but we will soon. So the idea is, and this is where it's a little bit more precise than a flake, is we're putting down a very thin layer of our broadcast resin, which means the stuff we're going to throw it into. We're going to use a polyaspartic for speed, but typically I would just use an epoxy. But the key is you got to get it ultra thin. The reason is ultra thin because we're going to throw that flake in there first. Okay, our confetti, our real light. Then we have to come back and immediately hit with the quartz on top of that. You basically bury your confetti in this quartz. You're like, well, how's that going to work? It works very well. Because where your confetti is sticking down, that quartz isn't going to stick to it. It's got a piece of flake sitting there. So you pile on with quartz, when everything dries, that just blows away and it exposes all your confetti. But all the sticky resin, the glue,